how to build a garden pub. If you're thinking about building your own garden pub, definitely watch this video. I'm going to take you through the process of how we had this dead space in the back of the garden, and we tried everything in there. We really couldn't use it because it's massive tree, as you can see. It's massive tree in that corner, so no matter what we put in there, we tried a table, we tried kids trampoline, we tried sitting area, we tried to do like a garden cinema. No matter what we did there, the pigeons literally trashed everything. They would sit on a tree and they would poo. So no matter what you put there, it just was, you know, we couldn't do anything with it. And also it was really dark because of the tree. Tree looks really nice in the garden, but you obviously make a shade, so it's really dark. So nothing would grow in there either. I even struggled to grow the grass in there. So it was a very obvious decision to put the pub in there because that was the best use for the space. So we started with the wooden base, created the base. We had a bit of debate of what roof to have, and because the space is so small, we decided to have like a pitched roof. You'll see in a minute, because it just gives you illusion of space. It looks bigger, and when we have people around, we had at one point in that pub about 7-8 people at the same time. You know, if everybody's sitting, it's fine, and even if a few people standing, it's fine too, just because of this. Another big thing was insulation. So because of the materials gone up so much, we actually did the carcass with the wooden structure, and then the actual walls, they are insulation boards. So that saves massive cost on having a wooden wall and then making a sandwich with insulation either on outside or inside or both. So we'll literally just use really thick insulation board, and that worked really well because it's, you know, it's very steady structure. Obviously it had a wooden frame, so we just slotted the insulation in between the panels, so it worked extremely well. And it's warm in winter. We had people over in winter, and it's beautiful. Once the structure was up, we chosen a felted roof, again mainly because of the cost, and it looks great. And now, you know, the pigeons still doing their business, it kind of blends in, so it doesn't stand out, and it was quite light in weight. It was in tiles that weighs down, so that worked really well, and it was cheap, like I said. Next part after that was painting. We've chosen a bathroom emulsion purely because it's in a garden, just in case we don't get any damp in there anyway, but I think it gives quite a good coverage. And the only tricky bit was because the insulation have foil on it. In some parts I still need now to go and repaint a little bit because it just wouldn't stick. I think I should have used the rubbing alcohol, and wiped the whole lot and then painted it. But mainly it was alright, but few bits you can see where the paint not fully sticking, no matter how many coats. I've done 3 coats in there, but no matter how many coats, it still wouldn't stick properly. So once we painted it, the floor went in. We went for a reclaimed floor. It was a school gym. We bought it online, but went to pick in person, and I think it looks great. Originally I thought of fully cleaning it and restoring it, but now I quite like the look, so I'll just give it a gentle wipe now and then, because obviously it's in a garden, the mood's getting. But yeah, it looks great. It gives that lived-in feeling, which we was trying to create because it's a brand new structure, so we didn't want it to look like a brand new, because we tried to go for a lived-in pub-ish look. After that, we built the counter and installed a beer pump. That was purchased online. I will pop the link in the description where I bought it from. It came as a kit. It was brilliant, really easy to put in. works fine. The cylinders for the beer, again, we bought it on eBay. There was secondhand, and you'll see in the video how we installed it. And for the beer itself, so my husband does either his home brew, or we've got few local breweries which you could just go with your tank, with your cylinder, and and they fill it for you. So yeah, we've got 3 tons not far from us, so that was like really nice. For my husband's birthday party, we just went in there. I've obviously arranged it previously. Went in there, we had a little tour of the I don't know if it's called distillery, the beer making place. It's a very old place. And then yeah, we bought the beer, so it was great. On the perimeter of the pub, we installed the shelves purely for the decorative purposes, because again, I wanted it to look lived in, pub like. So I needed a lot of space to put all the knickknacks in, and that allow us to put all the little knickknacks. Knickknacks was all from the cardboard sales. It took me quite a few attempts to collect everything, and I'm still trying to get pictures, but yeah, we're getting there. The pictures that you can see on the walls, they were a little bit tricky to hang, because as I said, the walls are insulation boards, so you can't actually put any nail screws, anything in the wall, because obviously it's it's insulation, it crumbles. So with that one, we've installed little hooks on the wooden part on the top, and then from that we've got a lace fishing lane going down, fishing lane going down, and all the pictures and anything what we're hanging hangs on that. So that is the only downside of not having the wooden walls, because you have to, you can't hang anything. Sofas in the pub are from eBay. One of them is a sofa bed, so we actually use this pub as a spare bedroom when somebody comes. It works really well. It's a really good size. We actually stayed there a couple of times. It's a proper double size bed, so it's brilliant use of space. It's perfect as a spare room. Only problem is no toilet in there, but if you don't need to run too many times a night, you'll be okay. We also have a living tree in the pub. We decided to keep the tree because it looks really nice. It's quite bushy. It shields our plot from the neighboring plot on the back, so we didn't want to chop the tree. It was kind of on the way. If we'd gone in front of it, we would have lost about that much space, so we decided to leave the tree in. Created a little moving space with the it's like a bubble foil insulation, and the tree, when it's windy, the tree really moves, and you can really see how it goes from with the wind from side to side. It's quite nice to sit there and watch the tree move. The bar was IKEA cabinets, and I also purchased plastic line, I don't know what they're called. They're like bits that you put your glasses in the bar, so they elevated and don't sweat. So they were from Booker or Macro, so they just elevate really teeny tiny bit the glasses, and they all there. Glasses were from various places, some IKEA, some TK Maxx. We had some, so that was a collective. And the lighting, that's the other bit. So the lighting, the big chandelier was made from reclaimed wood and IKEA bulbs, and the rest LED lighting. It was just a strip LED, and the rest is fairy lights.